goodness, wow, we are going to meet one of your angels or spirit guides. How can this be possible? How can it be so simple to connect with these beautiful beings? Well, I'm going to show you how. If you've had a look at your fun sheet already, you'll see that there are 4 simple questions that we're going to be asking as we go through this process, but I'm going to take you through the whole process so you'll know exactly what to do. Please have your sheets and a pen handy. The last sheet in your fun sheet printout gives you space to write notes and reflections, so you can have that handy. Or if there's something else that you'd rather write in, you'll see why it's important to have that at the end of the exercise. So have that pen and paper handy for us now before we start. Now, what can I say about the friendship and the support of your own personal group of angels and spirit guides? It is amazing. Over the years, I've built up a relationship with mine, and when I introduce my clients to their angels and spirit guides, often they just spontaneously burst into tears or start laughing, because to feel that energy and to feel that love is absolutely amazing. You need to think of them as friends, and just like friends in physical life, you treat them well, you stay in touch with them, you communicate your feelings and thoughts to them, and you ask them for help. But maybe a bit different to friends in the physical life, the angels and guides never expect anything from you, they certainly never judge you, and they don't give advice or step in and do things in the way that we humans do, but what they do is support us with whatever it is that we are prepared to commit to. So look at it from their point of view. As we go through the day, we're always thinking, gee, I'd like this, I'd like that, I don't want this, I don't want that. I want to lose weight, but I'm going to have that piece of cake. I don't like that person, but I'm going to go and have to speak with them anyway. So sometimes we've got a lot of sort of conflicting thoughts going on in our minds. Which ones are the angels and guides supposed to choose or supposed to act on? They can't choose for us. That's not their job. We are beings of free will still. So they wait for us to really commit to something. Okay, angels and guides, please help me with this. I'd really like to get a new job. I'd really like to find myself a soulmate. I'd really like to get fit and healthy. Can you please help me with that? And then you go out and do your part. You know, if you're looking for a new job, for example, you look on the internet, you look in the local paper, you go for interviews. But the angels and guides, sensing your commitment and being aware of your commitment and your request for help, will bring in their serendipity, their magic, their wonderful perspective. So it's a combination. We get to work with them and be part of a team. So it's absolutely fantastic. You're not alone. You are definitely not alone. Your angels and guides have been with you in some cases all of your life. It's an amazing thought, isn't it? That some of them have been with you for the entirety of your life. With spirit guides, sometimes they come and go. A certain spirit guide might have a particular phase in your life to help you with, or a particular subject or experience like parenting or puberty, and once that phase is over, that spirit guide might leave and another one may come in to replace it. So it's always worth doing this exercise from time to time, you know, maybe once a year on average or something like that, to see if there's any new spirit guides on the scene that you haven't met before. Your angels, by and large, from what they tell me, have been with you for the whole of your life. But, you know, everybody is different, and I've come across variations on that in the thousands of readings I've done over the years. So there's no hard and fast rules. You need to check in and keep checking in with your own group and do this exercise from time to time to see if there's any new ones around that you don't know about yet. Today we're just going to try and meet one from your personal group. You have your own personal group of angels and spirit guides. So we're not talking here so much about the omnipresent angels and guides like the archangels, say Archangel Michael or Archangel Gabriel. They're fantastic, but they're available to everybody. No harm at all in you calling on Archangel Gabriel or feeling a strong connection to Archangel Michael, but you need to get to know your own personal group as well. When I do a reading for somebody, the angels and guides who belong with that client come through to me, and I can see them and they speak through me. They give me the name. So, I do that for you in a reading. But you want to be able to do this for yourself. You're developing your own intuition and clairvoyance, and you'll learn to connect with your angels and guides and build a relationship with them. It's very exciting. So let's do this. Let's do this wonderful exercise. We're going to call the angels and guides in, ask them those simple questions, and take it from there. So it's a really good place to start. Get yourself settled. Put your pen and paper to one side for now, and just make sure that you're comfortable. It's always nice to have both feet on the ground if you can. Gives that sense of the channel being all nice and strong and connected. And when you're ready, just close your eyes. Now just take a moment to think of your intention. That your intention is to connect with one of your own personal angels or spirit guides today. It's a really powerful intention that you would like to connect with one of them, get to know one of them in a little bit more detail. Then imagine yourself being surrounded by your own personal group of angels and spirit guides. Let them come and stand in a circle or a semicircle all around you. And just take a moment to feel that beautiful energy coming in closer to you. And if you feel emotional or if you feel suddenly very warm, don't be surprised, that does happen for some people. Feeling your angels and guides coming in all close around you. And now simply in your mind, reach out to them and ask, could one of you please make yourself more clearly known to me today? I'd really like just to connect with one of you a little bit more. And holding that intention, energetically reaching out to whichever of these delightful beings is going to connect with you. You may feel the sense of someone embracing you. You may feel an energy move forward and come closer out of the circle that's around you. Some people even get the sense of someone gently touching one of their cheeks, or that air around them goes cool or warm. A tingling sensation in your body is also very common. And sometimes even feeling a bit teary or emotional, that can happen too. Let this beautiful being make his or her presence felt. Let them come closer. And then ask, are you an angel or a spirit guide? And you just go with the first answer that comes to you. Don't analyze it or go over and over it. Just ask, are you an angel or a spirit guide? Are you male or female? What do you look like? And this question is very helpful if you're not confident with your clairvoyant vision yet. They can tell you a bit about what they look like, or you can get a sense of it. You'll just get a feeling or a knowing. And the last question, what is your name? And again, just go with the first thing that comes, or remain open for the information to come through. Don't struggle, don't try to make it happen. Always going with that first impulse is the key. Are you an angel or a spirit guide? Are you male or female? What do you look like? And what is your name? Now thank this beautiful being for coming forward to you today, and let him or her know that you really want to develop a beautiful relationship, that you really want to have a friendship with this angel or guide and with all of your angels or guides. And then imagine yourself embracing or holding hands or linking arms with your angel or guide. And then let the angel or guide lead you towards a beautiful golden pathway leading into your future. This beautiful future that your angels and guides are going to help you create, consciously create, responding to the things that you commit to. And feel yourself being gently led, gently guided and supported by your angel or your guide, whoever's come forward for you today. As you walk into the distance, heading into the future highest path of your life, see a beautiful energy and light surround the both of you. And keep expressing gratitude to your angel or guide. Keep letting them know how grateful you are to have them in your life and how much you appreciate them being there for you. Away the two of you go into the distance with the other angels and guides from your group also around and continuing on that path with you. Feeling the beautiful impact of that, the energy of what you've just done. Now, while it's still fresh in your mind, take a nice deep breath, wriggle your fingers and toes and open your eyes, and then pick up your pen and paper and write down everything that you can remember about that experience, every little detail. No matter how trivial it might seem now, it's great to write it down. And pause the video here and take as much time as you need to write it all down, and then come back to our virtual classroom for another minute more. All right, hopefully you've written down everything you can remember from that little experience. That exercise is deliberately short, deliberately simple. Once again, it's all about keeping it simple and just getting into action, just doing it rather than talking about it and thinking about it and theorizing about it. We just go straight in and call in our angels and guides and ask one of them to come forward and ask those very powerful questions. Now, for those of you who don't feel like you got very much, please don't lose heart. You've got angels and guides around you just like everybody else. I have never, ever come across anyone who's got no angels or spirit guides, so please don't worry about that. Everybody's got their own personal group. All you need to do is relax and go and practice with this exercise again, and it will come to you. You will get to know them. And if you have a chance, or if you already have a copy of You Are Clairvoyant, there's a chapter all about this and a different version of this exercise too. So you might prefer that version to the one we've just done in the virtual classroom. I like you to have some options, so that's why we did it this way in the virtual classroom, and you can compare it to the one that's in the book if you like. Personally, I think this is the more simple one and the more direct one, but see how you go. From now on, it's so important to stay in touch with this angel or guide that came to you. If you didn't get their name this time, do the exercise again and ask them, what is your name? Or if you feel like you just want to be alert and wait for the message to come to you in a different way, see what comes your way, see what names stand out over the next few days. I went through a stage, for instance, recently where I had a client booked. She'd booked about a month in advance, and I just knew that her angel was trying to talk to me, or one of her angels, I should say. And I kept hearing this name, Lucian, everywhere I went. Quite an unusual name, Lucian. A male name. I heard it on the television, I saw it in a book about artists. There's a famous artist called Lucian Freud. I saw the name written somewhere, Lucian, 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 and then finally on the day of her appointment, I heard the name again in the morning on the radio this time, I think it was, and I went, okay, yes, I know that one of her angels is called Lucian. So their names can come to you in all sorts of creative and fun and interesting ways. If you've read You Are Clairvoyant, you'll know I even had a client who kept seeing the name of her angel everywhere, even on the number plate of a car that was in front of her when she was stuck in traffic. So it's a lot of fun. The universe has a great sense of humour. The main thing is to stick with it, to persevere, to practice, to keep calling out to them, reaching out to them, speaking to them. I speak to my angels and guides every single day. I wish them good morning. I thank them for everything. I ask them for support and help and guidance and answers to things. I'm chatting away to them in my mind whenever I can, and sometimes even out loud. Maybe the neighbours think I'm crazy, but I don't mind. So enjoy your angels and guides. Enjoy that exercise. Do it over and over again as many times as you want. But remember, go with the first feeling, the first intuition that you get. Oh yes, that name feels right, or it feels right that it's an angel or a guide. Yes, I sense that, you know, he's male or she's female. Don't analyze it or question it or try to make it something else. Just go with the flow. Enjoy your angels and guides. I could talk about this particular subject forever, but suffice to say, you've got friends in high places. They're always with you. They're always here for you. But remember, they don't intrude on your life or make decisions for you. So you need to build a relationship with them and ask them for the things that you want, and let them feel that energy of commitment. When you really commit to something, that's when they can really step in and bring their magic. I really hope you enjoy your angels and spirit guides, and I look forward to working with you and with them and bringing them into more and more and more of the exercises as we work through all the modules. Well done with that. Absolutely fantastic. Namaste. Thank you.